Hello again, 5th primary students, with the rest of our last lesson in math for 5th primary under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أهلا ومرحبا بكم طلبة وطالبات الصف الخامس الابتدائي وتكملة للدرس السابق في مادة الرياضيات تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Our last lesson was symmetrical figures and axis of symmetry. And we have covered the ways of transforming images, and we said that I can transform an image or change an image using either reflection or translation or rotation. We also talked about the coordinates of points, and we said that we usually use a grid to help us, or a square net to help us find the coordinates of a certain point or to get the reflection or the mirror image of any of the shapes. So again, here in front of us I have a square net or a grid or a plane، أي مسمى فيهم صح. وعلى البلين اللي قدامنا تاني بنراجع إنه أنا عندي البوينت اوف اوريجين أو الزيرو بوينت أو البوينت اللي اسمها O، ودي البوينت اللي عندها أنا بكون واقفة عند النقطة زيرو في الإكس أكسس والنقطة زيرو في الواي أكسس، عشان كده الكوردينيتس بتاعت البوينت O are 0 and 0. وكمان قلنا انه احنا عندنا الهوريزونتال اكسس اللي اسمه ده بيكون اسمه x axis، وعندنا الفيرتيكال اكسس ده بيكون اسمه y axis. كل اكسس فيهم بيقول لي انا اتحركت كام يونت في البلين اللي عندي او الجريد او السكوير نت عند الاكسس ده. وقلنا انه لما بنكون عايزين نجيب الكوردينيتس بتاعت اي بوينت انا محتاج انه يكون عندي brackets and two spaces for 2 points. The first point it has to represent the x-axis, while the second point it has to represent the y-axis. وما ينفعش انه انا اسويتش the places بتاعت ال 2 points. I have to start with the x-axis all the time. Okay, so let's now practice on what we have covered up till now. On the square net shown, I want you to plot the points out, to put the points that we are giving you now. أنا عندي ال points 1 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 4, 4 and 5, 1 and 5, and 0 and 4. تاني, the first point in every bracket represents the movement of the motion on the x-axis, while the second point inside the bracket, this is or it represents the point of the motion on the y-axis. And these are called the coordinates of my point. These are the coordinates الإحداثيات of my point. So here the first one is 1 and 1. This means that I will move 1 unit on x-axis and 1 unit on y-axis. فزي ما احنا شايفين الpoint, the first one here is this red point, it's on 1 and 1, and the point 1 on x-axis and 1 on y-axis. Okay, now the second point 4 and 1, يبقى hide the 4 units on the x-axis here, and I will go up 1 unit and the y-axis. So this is going to be my second point. Okay, then I will move to the third point, the point 5 and 4, or the point with the coordinates 5 and 4. So I will move till the point 5 on x-axis, then I will go up to 4 units on y-axis. So this is going to be my point. Now I will move to point 4 and 5. The point 4 and 5, or the point with the coordinates 4 and 5, I will move to the point 4 on the x-axis, and then I will go up 5 units on y-axis. So this is going to be my point. Now the point 1 and 5. I will move 1 unit on x-axis, then I will travel up 5 units on y-axis. So this is going to be my point. Now the last one is the point 0 and 4. This means that I will move, I'm not going to move at all on the x-axis because I will be at 0, but I will travel up 4 units on the y-axis. So this is going to be my point. Okay, now I have put all the points that I have their coordinates على الجريد بتاعتي. هبدأ أjoin these points. When I join them in order بنفس الترتيب اللي بدأت بيه. أول point كانت 1 and 1، تاني واحدة كانت 4 and 1. Then I will join them. Then I will join 4 and 1 to 5 and 4. Then from 5 and 4 to 4 and 5. Then from 4 and 5 to 1 and 5. Then from 1 and 5 to 0 and 4. And then the last one from 0 and 4 to my first point that I started with, which is 1 and 1. Okay? Now I have got a shape. And your second question is to draw a line of symmetry of the resulted figure from joining these points. I will join these points first, and then I will draw a line of symmetry. Again, a line of symmetry is a line that I draw that helps me make my shape fold into 2 identical parts. لازم لما أرسم a line of symmetry بتاعي أرسمه بحيث انه لو انا تنيت الشيب بتاعي على اللاين of symmetry يبقى ال 2 parts of this shape are symmetrical، يبقوا identical زي التوأم. فما ينفعش ان انا ارسم اي line of symmetry في اي حته وخلاص. يعني ما ينفعش مثلا ارسم اللاين of symmetry بتاعي كده زي ما هو باين قدامنا على السكرين، لانه كده لما هاجي اتني ال 2 parts of my shape مش هيكون symmetrical. لكن أنا عشان أرسم line of symmetry، عشان ال 2 parts of my shape become symmetrical، يبقى ال line of symmetry بتاعي هيعدي في النص بين ال 2 parts of my shape زي ما احنا شايفين. دلوقتي لو أنا تخيلت إنه أنا تنيت ال 2 parts of my shape around the line of symmetry، أكيد هلاقيهم إن هما الاتنين identical أو they coincide. يبقى في الحالة دي this is my line of symmetry and this shape is symmetrical around this line of symmetry. Okay, another question. On the square net shown, graph the figure ABCD where A coordinates بتاعتها 2 and 8, B coordinates 3 and 4, C coordinates 8 and 4, and D coordinates 7 and 8. همشي بالترتيب. الأول point A الكوردينيت بتاعتي 2 and 8، يعني هتحرك 2 units عند ال x axis and 8 units عند ال y axis. So this is going to be my point, which is the point A as you see on the screen. أنا اتحركت بس 2 units عند ال x axis وطلعت لفوق عند ال y axis ب 8 units. So this is going to be my first point. Point التانية عندي 3 and 4. هتحرك عند ال x axis 3 units. So 1, 2 and 3. وعند ال y axis هطلع 4 units بس. So هنا هيكون عندي my second point which is point B وهكتب اسمها point B. Now the point C, it's 8 and 4. This means that I will move 8 units عند ال x axis و 4 units بس عند ال y axis. So it's gonna be in front of point B but at the 8th unit on the x axis. And the last one is the point D. It's 7 and 8, which means that I will move to the point 7 or to the 7th unit and the x axis and 8 units and the y axis. So it will be on the same line of my point A, but at the point 8 on the x axis. Now let's join our shape. And here it is. We have got a shape. What is the name of the figure that we have in front of us? Of course, we all know that this figure's name is parallelogram. Okay. Now, I want to find the coordinates of the midpoint of AC. طيب أنا ما عنديش هنا line AC عشان أجيب الميدبوينت بتاعته. يبقى I will join the two points which are opposite each other, the points A and C. This is one or this is kind of a diagonal. So here the midpoint of AC يعني البوينت اللي على نص اللاين AC. The coordinates of this point are here. I will join a line from this midpoint to the x-axis and another line to the y-axis to tell me about the coordinates of this point. So my coordinates now are 5 and 6. They are 5 and 6. Okay? So the coordinates of my midpoint are 5 and 6. Now let's move to another example. Here I have this grid again, and I have a symmetrical line or a mirror line. Here I have on the left hand side some points, and this is what he wants me to do. He wants us to draw the image of each of the following points by reflection. reflection يعني هتبقى نفس الكوردينيتس بتاعة البوينتس الأصلية بس on the opposite side of my mirror line. Okay, my mirror line is the straight line in front of us. Here, this is my mirror line. This is my mirror line. Then, after I draw the reflection of every point, I want you to write the coordinates of the image of every point. So first we'll start by getting the reflection or the mirror image of every point. تاني بنمشي بالترتيب. The point A. Point A بينها وبين الميرور line just one unit. فعند الناحية التانية برضو هكتب الرeflection بتاعتها far from the mirror line also 1 unit. So this is going to be A dash. Now let's move to the point B. Point B and الunit 5 or the number 5 على ال y axis بينها وبين الميرور line 3 units. يبقى هوديها الناحية التانية برضو far from the mirror line 3 units only. Then this is going to be the reflection or the mirror image which is B dash. Now letter C عند point 4 أو number 4 في ال y axis وبعيدة عن ال mirror line 2 units. So I will take it to the other side also, far from the mirror line, 2 units. Now the last point I have, which is the point D, ودي عند number 2 على الواي axis، وهوديها الناحية التانية من الميرور لاين ب 2 units زي ما البوينت دي موجودة far from my mirror line 2 units only. طيب خلاص دلوقتي I check إنه point A ليها reflection، point B ليها reflection، point C ليها reflection، point D ليها reflection. كده خلاص أنا I have got the reflection of every point that I have. Now it's time to write their coordinates. أنا عايز ال coordinates بتاعت ال images اللي عندي. طيب هنا A dash موجودة فين؟ هي عند 5 unit 5 عند ال x axis and 6 عند ال y axis. So it is the point, its coordinates is 5 and 6. Now B dash عند ال 7 بال y axis and 7 عند ال x axis و 5 عند ال y axis. So B dash will be 7 and 5. Now letter C dash or the point C dash موجودة عند 6 في ال x axis and 4 عند ال y axis. So it's gonna be 6 and 4. Now the last one D, it's also at the point 6 at the y axis and the point 2 on the y axis, the point 6 on the x axis and the point 2 on the y axis. So it's gonna be 6 and 2. So this is how we draw the reflection or the mirror image of certain points and how to get their coordinates. Now let's move to another question. Here on the grid, I want you to draw on the coordinate plan triangle A, B and C, where A is 3 and 1, ال coordinates بتاعت point A 3 and 1, coordinates بتاعت point B 3 and 5, coordinates بتاعت ال point C 1 and 1, and we want you to write or to draw ال triangle اللي دول ال points بتاعتهم بال coordinates بتاعتها, and then I want you to draw an image of this triangle on the straight line AB or around the straight line AB. So first let's start by putting the points of the first triangle on the grid. The point A 3 and 1. زي ما اتفقنا أول point دي ال x axis أو ال point على ال x axis وتاني point دي ال point على ال y axis. So ال point على ال x axis is 3 and on the y axis is 1. So here is my point. Now the second one, point B 3 and 5. يبقى تاني عند ال x axis I have 3 وال عند ال y axis I have the point 5. So it's gonna be the point B is 3 and 5. Now letter C 1 and 1. يبقى هنا 1 عند ال x axis and 1 عند ال y axis, so it's gonna be this one. So the point C is over here. Now we can join the points to form a triangle. Join the points A, B, C to form a triangle. خلاص, now I have my triangle. I want you to draw the image of this triangle around straight line AB. فين ال straight line AB؟ هاجي عند ال 2 points A and B and I will draw a straight line. So this is going to be my mirror line. اللي عنده I will draw the reflection of this triangle A, B and C. Okay, the points A and B are already there on the straight line, so I don't need to draw them one more time because they are already there على ال straight line. مادام خلاص هما موجودين عندي على ال line of reflection أو ال mirror line, يبقى مش محتاجة إن أنا أرسمهم تاني, هما already موجودين. يبقى دلوقتي أنا هرسم reflection للبوينت الوحيدة اللي بره الستريت لاين ده which is the point C. طيب البوينت C موجودة على بعد كام يونت من الستريت لاين؟ موجودة على بعد 2 units من my straight line. So I will go on the other side, the opposite side, and draw a point far from my straight line by 2 units as well. And then I will join my points once more. I'll join the points A, B, and C. So this one will be C dash, and here we go. بقى عندي reflection بتاعت triangle ABC, which is ABC dash. Okay? Now let's move to another question. In front of us we have this triangle or many triangles inside each other. I have the grid y-axis and x-axis. If BD is my axis of reflection, BD straight line, this one is my axis of reflection. Complete the following. The image of triangle ABC is what? The image of my triangle ABC. What is the image of my triangle ABC if my axis of reflection BD؟ زي ما احنا شايفين هيبقى كل بوينت ليها الريفلكشن بتاعها. البوينتس B and C موجودين already على الاكسس of reflection. يبقى البوينت الوحيدة اللي هدور على الريفلكشن بتاعها is the point A, and its reflection is on the opposite side of my mirror line, which is E. So this means that my reflection is here, the triangle EBC. So by reflection across BD straight line, my triangle is EBC. Okay, this is the reflection. Now let's answer another question. Then here AB equals what? لو triangle ABC, its reflection is EBC. Then AB is equal to EB. عشان دي الرeflection بتاعته, and as we said before, when I transform a shape either by reflection, translation, or rotation, the side length and the measurement of the angles stay the same. Here يبقى AB equals EB, and AC is equal to EC. Okay, then the image of triangle ACD by reflection across BD as well is of course ECD. Okay, then AD is equal to what? تاني, these two triangles are the reflection of each other, so AD is equal to ED. Okay, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle EBC. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle EBC. Then triangle ECD, which is this one, triangle ECD is congruent to which triangle? Congruent means identical twin. Identical twin, توأم بالظبط. So it is congruent to ACD. Okay? Now, our last question for today. Here in the following figure, I have this y-axis and x-axis, and I have a triangle ABC, and I have inside my grid two more coordinates, which are the m-axis and the l-axis. What we want you to do is to write the coordinates of the points A, B, and C. So here the point A, of course I start by order. The point A is 7 and 7. Okay, because it's 7 on the x-axis and 7 on the y-axis. Now the point B, it is 7 and 5. The point C is 5 and 5. Okay, now draw triangle A dash, B dash, C dash, the image of triangle ABC by reflection across L, and determine the coordinates of A dash, B dash, C dash. الأول أدور فين الأكسس اللي هو بيسأل عليه. It is the L axis. يبقى أنا هعمل الرفلكشن بتاعتي هرسمها around this axis. يبقى التراينجل بتاعي will be flipped down. So here it'll be 1 unit away from the L, so B dash will be 1 unit away from the L. The C is the same. A is 3 units away from the L on the unit 7, or the number 7 on x-axis. So as you see, this is our reflection. The coordinates of my reflection or my new points. A dash is 7 and 1. B dash is 7 and 3. And C dash is 5 and 3. Okay, dears, that's all for today. It was so good to be with you today. See you soon. Study well. Bye.